Good morning, America. As we wake up to a new day, many of us are looking forward to a special weekend ahead, Valentine's Day. But before you finalize those dinner reservations or book that weekend getaway, there's an important weather update you need to hear. Across the nation, millions are about to face a significant weather event that could impact plans, travel, and even safety. A major storm is brewing for Valentine's Day weekend, threatening to disrupt plans across much of the country. Meteorologists have been tracking this system for days, and it's now clear that it will bring a wide range of hazardous weather conditions from coast to coast. This isn't just a quick passing shower. This is a complex, multi-day event that will affect millions. Expect everything from flooding rains and severe thunderstorms to snow and ice. In some areas, rainfall totals could reach several inches, leading to flash flooding in low-lying neighborhoods and along rivers. Elsewhere, powerful thunderstorms could bring damaging winds, hail, and even the risk of isolated tornadoes. For those in the northern states, a wintry mix of snow and ice will make roads treacherous and could lead to power outages. This system is massive and will impact millions from the plains to the east coast. The sheer size of the storm means that its effects will be felt over a huge area, with different regions experiencing different types of severe weather. From the heartland to the Atlantic seaboard, communities are bracing for what could be one of the most disruptive weather events of the season. The main concern, a surge of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, is fueling heavy precipitation and hazardous conditions. Warm, moist air is being drawn northward, colliding with colder air from Canada. This combination is creating the perfect recipe for intense rainfall, thunderstorms, and, in some places, a dangerous mix of freezing rain and snow. Whether you're dining out, traveling, or staying in, this storm could force a change of plans. Airports are already warning of possible delays and cancellations, and road crews are preparing for hazardous driving conditions. If you're planning a romantic dinner, you might want to consider a cozy night at home instead. For those traveling, check your airline or train status frequently, and be prepared for last-minute changes. Its slow movement means prolonged rain or snow, raising the risk of flooding and travel headaches. Unlike fast-moving storms that pass in a few hours, this system is expected to linger, dumping heavy precipitation over the same areas for an extended period. This increases the risk of flash flooding, especially in urban areas, and makes travel by car or plane much more difficult. Different regions will see very different weather: soaking rain in the south, icy messes in the north. In cities like Houston and Atlanta, expect torrential downpours and the possibility of street flooding. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Detroit, and upstate New York, snow and ice could make travel nearly impossible and lead to dangerous conditions on sidewalks and roads. The clash of warm and cold air is driving this powerful system. As these two air masses meet, the energy released is fueling the storm's intensity, leading to rapidly changing conditions. Temperatures could swing dramatically within a matter of hours, and wind gusts may reach dangerous speeds, especially along the storm's leading edge. Stay alert and start preparing now. Stock up on essentials like food, water, and batteries. Make sure your devices are charged and keep an eye on local weather alerts. If you live in a flood-prone area, consider sandbagging and moving valuables to higher ground. For those in the path of snow and ice, have shovels and salt ready, and check on neighbors who may need help. Let's break down what to expect and when, so you can be ready. We'll walk you through the latest forecasts, timing, and safety tips to help you protect your loved ones and make the best of this Valentine's weekend, no matter what the weather brings. Stay with us for the full breakdown and the most up-to-date information as this major storm approaches. On Friday, February 13th, a powerful storm system begins to take shape over the vast open expanses of the southern and central plains. The sky darkens as towering clouds gather, signaling the start of a significant weather event. Meteorologists have been tracking this system for days, watching as atmospheric conditions align for a major outbreak. The stage is set for a dramatic transformation in the weather, with millions of people across the country soon to be affected. As cold, dense air surges southward from Canada, it collides with warm, moisture-laden air streaming north from the Gulf of Mexico. This classic clash of air masses over Texas and Oklahoma creates the perfect recipe for instability. The result is a rapid increase in cloud cover, followed by the first bands of rain sweeping across the fields and towns. Thunder rumbles in the distance, and the atmosphere becomes charged with energy, hinting at the storms to come. By Saturday, the storm system intensifies, drawing in even more moisture and energy as it shifts eastward. Louisiana and Mississippi find themselves directly in the path of the strengthening storm. Heavy rain pours down on city streets, while rural areas brace for strong winds and the threat of severe thunderstorms. Radar images show a sprawling mass of precipitation moving steadily east, with forecasters warning of possible flash flooding and dangerous weather conditions. The storm's slow movement means that rain continues to fall for hours on end, saturating the ground and overwhelming drainage systems. Neighborhoods and farmlands alike face rising water levels, and local officials urge residents to stay alert for flood warnings. For many, the relentless downpour turns daily routines upside down, as roads become impassable and communities work together to stay safe. As the weekend progresses into Sunday, the storm system pushes further into the southeast. Georgia, the Carolinas and Florida are next in line, with forecasters predicting more rounds of heavy rain, gusty winds, and frequent lightning. The skies darken over highways and cities, and residents prepare for another day of challenging weather. Emergency crews remain on standby, ready to respond to any incidents caused by the severe conditions. In Florida, the arrival of a strong cold front brings a sudden change in the weather. Outdoor events and weekend plans are threatened by the looming storm clouds and gusty winds. Beaches that are usually bustling with activity become eerily quiet as the storm approaches, and palm trees sway in the strengthening breeze. Organizers and attendees alike keep a close eye on the sky, hoping for a break in the weather but preparing for disruptions. Meanwhile, farther north, the storm brings a different set of challenges. As the system interacts with colder air over the Appalachians and the Northeast, rain changes to a wintry mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Mountain roads become slick and hazardous, and city streets in the Northeast see a coating of ice and slush. Travelers are urged to use caution, as the risk of accidents and delays increases with the deteriorating conditions. Even as the storm begins to exit the region late Sunday into Monday, its impacts linger. Flooded streets and highways slow the morning commute, while airports deal with delays and cancellations. Emergency responders continue to assist those affected by high water and power outages. For many, the effects of this powerful storm will be felt long after the last raindrop falls. Meteorologists remain vigilant, tracking every shift in the storm's path. Even small changes in its trajectory could mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major disaster for millions of people. As the situation evolves, we'll continue to provide updates and guidance, helping communities stay informed and prepared for whatever this storm may bring. A powerful and sprawling storm system is sweeping across the country, creating a dramatic weather divide. In the south, relentless downpours are soaking cities and towns, with streets quickly turning into rivers as the rain keeps falling. The sound of thunder echoes through neighborhoods, and the sky remains a deep, ominous gray. This storm is truly splitting the nation in two. While the south faces a deluge, the north is gripped by a wintry onslaught. In the north, a wintry mess is unfolding. Snow, sleet, and freezing rain are blanketing roads and sidewalks, making travel treacherous and daily routines a challenge. Residents are waking up to a landscape transformed by ice and snow, with cars and trees coated in a glistening slippery layer. Southern states, stretching from Texas all the way to the deep south, are experiencing drenching tropical-style rain. These downpours are accompanied by gusty winds that rattle windows and sway trees, making outdoor conditions hazardous. The rain is falling at rates that can quickly overwhelm even the best-prepared communities, and the wind only adds to the sense of urgency. Urban flooding is a very real risk tonight and into tomorrow. As the rain continues to pour, drainage systems in many cities are struggling to keep up. Water is pooling on roads, filling parking lots and seeping into basements. Emergency crews are on alert, ready to respond to flooded intersections and stranded vehicles. North of the rain, the situation becomes even more dangerous. A complex and hazardous mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain is spreading from the southern Appalachians into the mid-Atlantic. This wintry cocktail can quickly turn roads into ice rinks and make walking outside a risky endeavor. Power lines and tree branches are at risk of snapping under the weight of accumulating ice. Freezing rain is especially concerning, as it can coat roads and power lines in a thick, glassy layer. This not only makes driving extremely hazardous, but also increases the risk of widespread power outages. Utility crews are preparing for the possibility of downed lines and extended outages, while residents are urged to stay off the roads if possible. The transition zone between rain and snow is where conditions can change in an instant. Within just a few miles, you might go from heavy rain to sleet, then suddenly find yourself in a snowstorm. This rapid shift makes forecasting and travel especially difficult, and drivers are urged to use extreme caution if they must be on the roads. Meanwhile, in the southeast, the atmosphere is primed for severe thunderstorms. These storms could bring damaging winds strong enough to topple trees and power lines, and there's even the threat of isolated tornadoes. Residents should be prepared for sudden changes in weather and have a plan in place in case warnings are issued. The Storm Prediction Center is monitoring the situation closely, analyzing the latest data, and issuing updates as conditions evolve. Meteorologists are working around the clock to keep the public informed and safe, tracking the storm's every move and providing guidance to emergency managers and local officials. Whether you're bundling up against the cold and ice in the north, or bracing for heavy rain and storms in the south, it's important to stay weather aware. Check for updates frequently, have an emergency kit ready, and make sure you have a way to receive alerts. This is a storm that demands respect, so take precautions, look out for your neighbors, and stay safe as this powerful system moves through. Let's pinpoint the areas at highest risk. The heaviest rain targets Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana Friday and Saturday, then spreads to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. Major cities like Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and Charlotte could see flooding and travel disruptions. On the northern edge, icy conditions threaten the Appalachians, southern Virginia, and North Carolina. Even cities like Roanoke and parts of D.C. and Philadelphia could see ice before warmer air arrives. Florida's in line for strong storms as the cold front sweeps through Sunday. From the Gulf Coast to the Northeast, everyone should stay alert. The headline here is water, lots of it. Widespread rainfall of 1 to 4 inches is expected from Texas to the Carolinas, with some spots seeing 6 inches or more. Flooding is likely, especially in low-lying and urban areas. Remember, turn around, don't drown. Just a few inches of water can sweep away a car. Rivers will rise and could flood days after the rain stops, impacting communities downstream. Both drought-stricken and already wet areas face risks: flooding, washed-out roads, and mudslides. Homeowners should clear gutters and storm drains now. Small steps can help prevent localized flooding. Stay prepared and monitor local alerts. Severe weather is another threat, especially Saturday from eastern Texas to Alabama. Damaging winds and blinding downpours are likely. Isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. Have a way to get weather warnings, especially overnight. Gusty winds will extend beyond storms, making trees and power lines vulnerable. Power outages and blocked roads are possible, even outside severe storm zones. High-profile vehicles may struggle in windy conditions. The cold front will trigger a line of storms, moving east through the weekend. By Sunday, Georgia and Florida could see lightning and gusty winds. The severe threat will shift as the storm evolves. Stay tuned. The storm's timing spells trouble for travel and big events. Major airports like Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and Charlotte face likely delays and cancellations. Roads will be hazardous from flooding and poor visibility. Ice could make travel impossible in the north. The Daytona 500 on Sunday is right in the storm's path. Rain or lightning could delay or postpone the race. NASCAR won't race in rain, or if lightning is nearby. Valentine's events and business plans may be disrupted by heavy rain and flooding. Flexibility is key this weekend. Mother Nature is in charge. Plan accordingly. This storm is unusual for February. Normally we'd see colder, snowier systems, not a tropical-style rain event in the south. 1 to 4 inches of rain is rare for this time of year and region. Warm Gulf air is fueling the storm, pushing the rain ice line further north than usual. Severe storms in February aren't unheard of, but this event could be more widespread. Warmer Gulf waters are adding extra fuel and instability. A small shift in the storm's track could mean the difference between ice and rain for millions. This is not your typical winter storm. Stay informed. Forecasts will change as the storm develops. Set up emergency alerts on your phone and have multiple ways to get updates. Prepare your home stock emergency kits, charge devices, and clear gutters. If you're in a flood zone, know your evacuation plan. For those in icy areas, prepare for power outages and have warm supplies ready. Rethink travel plans. Conditions will be dangerous across much of the region. Never drive through flooded roads. Check on neighbors, especially the vulnerable. Safety comes first. Let's get through this storm together.